You're live.
Hello everyone, I'm RDV. I'm gonna be playing Super Mario Advance today, which is a GBA port of Super Mario Bros. 2, and I see you says the wrong channel set, wrong game set. I'm here with my co-commentator CD Ramatron, Mike. Go say hello. There. And I'm pretty much ready to start whenever. I can't really do a countdown for the timer because, yeah, I'll explain why in a moment. Alright, so I'm just gonna say start when the timer should start. So get ready on that. Alright, start. So the reason I entered the file at the specific time I did is because this game works on a global timer. So if I soft reset the game and enter the file where the timing for the speedrun starts at the right time, then the Birdo at the end of this level will actually immediately, or should, spit out an egg kinda soon. I might have not made it. Oh, okay. Classic 1-1. So this game is pretty different from most other Mario games. For one thing, you can basically pick up every enemy in this game. Gonna be doing it. Oh, dang. That's a tricky jump. Dang.
Yes, this game is quite notorious for being very different from regular Mario Bros. A lot of things don't work. You can't just jump on enemies if you're not familiar with Mario 2. This involves picking up and throwing a lot of things, and that's where basically all of this game revolves around, is picking up things and throwing them at other things.
Alright, so this Birdo should not immediately give me neck now, but yeah, it's a cool little strat that I wanted to try and show off. Alright. So this Birdo always spits out an egg at the same times. When I grab that crystal in midair for this door to open, pretty sure it's called a hawk mouth. Yeah, you can see that this game is very different looking from most Mario games.
And it has voice acting, because, you know, everyone wanted that.
It's amazing. Also, our first glitch here. By getting on that carpet, then despawning the guy that spawned the carpet and spawning a second carpet, and then grabbing the guy that was on the second carpet, we can get a lot of speed there. Basically skipping most of this level.
Normally that carpet goes like half the speed he was just going.
Oh yeah, it's very nice and fast. Nice. Alright, so there's 4 different characters we can play. We will unfortunately not be seeing Princess Peach in this run. I'm not sure if she's present in like the any % run for the other Mario Bros. 2 versions, but yeah, Luigi's jumps are really good. Mario, we only use once because he's just more convenient to select at that point in time, but otherwise there's really no reason to play as Mario.
So as is traditional for pretty much any classic Mario game, there's a warp system where we can just go to worlds early, and that's where this game actually varies from the other ports of this game, which is that this one has a save and continue function, where you can then go back and re-choose previous levels. You could do this in All-Stars, but you could only choose levels from the previous world. For example, we're now on World 3, you'd only be able to choose the levels from World 2. However, in this version, you can choose any level that is lower than the level you've just warped to, which allows us to come up with quite an interesting route.
Yeah, there's actually, if you weren't using the save and quit feature at all, there's actually more warps than you'd probably find in one playthrough. Oh, that's the wrong level. Alright, so yeah, so we're actually going back to previous levels to have the fastest warps. And this actually makes it so that this route for Super Mario Bros. 2, the route for this game is actually unique from every other version of Mario Bros. 2. The beginning and end being the same, pretty much. This is my personal favorite version of the game. I just really like the GBA, and the sound effects are kind of funny too. This room's kind of hard. Maybe Mike can explain a bit about this room.
Yeah, so in this room, it has these almost act like platforms where these whales are shooting at water, and you need to stand on those and jump across. But any part other than the top, even touching the top from the sides, will kill you. So it's super treacherous to try to traverse. Of course, he gets that first try.
Yeah, glad
He's not doing credit to how difficult that part actually is.
Oh yeah, it's actually genuinely hard. I'm messing up the soft resets though to enter the right level. That's okay though. Kinda tricky. Alright, this is the shortest level in the game. Because, yeah, one room transition and you see there is a face up there. Oh, then get the backflip. There we go. Oh, okay. Third tries the charm. Wait, third tries the... You know how the saying goes. There we go. Alright. That's also a warp, which will lead us to 7-1. That's the last warp in the game. This will be the last time we'll be using Luigi. Luigi is very useful because his jumps are just really good. In comparison to, like, all the other characters.
World 7 is probably one of the most significant difficulty spikes in any game ever.
Ooh.
World is pretty absurd, so it's going to start off with these bird jumps.
Fortunately failed it.
Oh.
Yeah, those are really hard. I'm gonna just go for a safer method for this as a backup. There we go.
Nice. And in this upcoming area here, we're going to try line up with when a Sniffet is going to be jumping, so that we can jump over a pillar at this end of the section.
And I got it.
I'm on a little bit delay, so I couldn't tell where you actually were. I was hoping you were coming up to that hit relevant.
Yeah, you had good timing. Alright, over here I'm doing a little bit of a... I'm not sure if it's... I guess it's kind of like a glitch. You can jump off of these ladders, and you're kind of not supposed to. The window for it is kind of tight as well. Alright, here we're gonna fight a Birdo that I don't really like. I guess, well, this one's alright. There's another version that's way worse. So, this is Green Birdo. She only spits out fireballs. That's unfortunate. But not the end of the world. Alright, for this last level, we're gonna be using Toad, and the beginning of this level is just a mess. Don't exactly know how the Sniffets work in this game, and they could sometimes just have, like, very unpredictable patterns. So I just made myself a death trap. And I lived. Nice. Yeah, I meant to hit the other Sniffet with the Sniffet I was holding, but that's okay. That works perfectly fine. So 7-2 here is a bit of a mess of a level. There's going to be a few things we're going to be doing to jump around and do this level slightly as unintended. There's a lot of these chain ladders which you use to get around the levels. However, it causes a warp to a next area by going up them. However, by jumping off them, we can go on top of the level and just walk to the part of the level which we want to be at. To fight a red Birdo to enter a door that gets us pretty much at the end of the level. Okay, this Birdo pretty much is RNG for what she spits out. That was good. Yeah, good pattern.
We want eggs, don't want fireballs. Fireballs are literally useless to us.
Little safety strat there. Alright, so we're actually gonna fight the door as a boss now. Oh, I didn't get the, come on, really? I didn't get the quick kill on him. So you can actually get a double hit on him by getting hit at the right time, while he's also getting hit. Okay, I'm just gonna have to play this one safe. I don't like where that is. Oh, I put it in just the most awful spot I could imagine. There we go.
Always the other mushroom if you need.
Alright, so now we're gonna be fighting Wart, which is like... Oh, he's really difficult. Yeah, Mike can explain it if he wants.
Yeah, Wart's a bit of a pain. Like Birdo's, he shoots on a timer that's based off the global timer, but he always starts moving back and forth at the same time entering the level, so every fight against Wart is slightly different. RDV is doing these little jumps here to try and time throwing the vegetables into Wart's mouth. if vegetable hits any of the bubbles, it will destroy the vegetable. So even if he slightly mistimes it, the vegetable will hit a bubble as the bubble spawns. So he's going to be really precise with hitting these.
There we go. Okay, so time's coming up really soon. And... time! Should be a 9:45. That was pretty good for like a no reset, and considering the mistakes I made. Alright, that's yeah, this is a really short game. It's a lot of fun. I like this game a lot. Personal favorite version of the game. Yeah,
it's really fun to learn until World 7.
Yeah, World 7 is like really difficult to learn. If anyone ever wants to learn this game, there's unfortunately not many resources on this game aside from, you know, the NES and SNES versions. But this version does act slightly different as to those versions. So if anyone is ever planning on learning this and needs some help, feel free to like hit me up. Maybe Mike is even down to help. Maybe. He's played the game.
No promises.
No promises. I think we should throw it over to Mies if he has anything to say. Maybe a donation, maybe a shout out to, you know.
All right, thank you RDV and Mike for that awesome run. Awesome short run. Fun game to play, I see. Next run coming up is Castlevania 2 Loop by 2 Snack. And also this was my final game as a host for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm giving it up over to Pikastoff. He's gonna take over for the next few games. But in the meanwhile, keep those donations in for we have a lot of donation incentives going on, so be sure to check that out. And also, we have awesome runs coming up. So, !schedule in the chat for an overview of all those runs. RDV, any last words before we go into mission?
No, not really. Thank you for having me. Good luck with the rest of the marathon.
All right, thank you very much.